Hi, my name is Dave, and this is my first Easter since I fully committed my life to Jesus. Some of you may know part of my story, as last year I got baptized here at Oasis. As Easter was approaching, I started to reflect on my journey, and what stood out to me the most was my experience of God's great love He has for me, as He has woven His purposes through my life. Even when I was running away from Him, He was running towards me. I grew up in a Christian home. As I was growing up, we went to church every week and we attended Bible classes throughout that week. As I got older, my father and we had a hard time getting along. It got pretty bad. So at 16, I moved out and I lived with a friend in his parents' place. And that was the start of a path I took that was so opposite of what I was taught growing up. Over the next several years, I got into drugs and alcohol, and I lived to party for most of my 20s. I stopped going to church. I stopped praying. I did that for many years. In my early 30s, I met Steph, and shortly after we had our daughter and then our son. Having kids changed my life forever. I knew I wanted to give them an amazing life. I certainly knew I did not want them to go through the same path I'd taken. That's when I knew I wanted Jesus back in my life. But where to start? At this point, Steph was not a Christian, so how do we raise our kids? I wrestled with that question for many years. Then we experienced a lot of life-changing events, and Steph turned to me and said, I think we need to start going to church. I remember a friend told me about Oasis, and the following Sunday we attended, and that was something that we've never experienced before in our life. The people, the message, the music, it was amazing. And that was over a year ago, and we haven't missed a service since. Jesus is really the king of second chances. He's the king of lost causes. He took my life that was so self-destructive, and He brought it 180 degrees. It was a life full of extreme anger, hard drugs, alcohol, and chasing women. And yet He was still willing to die for me. It's been almost a year, and my life looks completely different. I've made it a habit to wake up early in the morning and read and study the New Testament over and over. I have a great relationship with my parents now. We've joined a life group here at Oasis, and I've volunteered at Collide, where I've built some great relationships with some incredible middle schoolers. We put Jesus first in our lives and made Him the center. What I've learned was God is a God of unconditional love. It doesn't matter what you did in your past. He will forgive you and welcome you. He is greater than all my failures. The sense of peace I have in my life is incredible, even hard to describe. I know without a doubt that the rest of my life will be the best of my life as I continue to follow Jesus.